Hey everybody, welcome to a new game. I think this came out like 3 or 4 days ago, maybe 5. I don't know, Time Zero marches on and all that good stuff. Yeah, this game's called Hob. I don't know much about it. I know that Wander played through it and I guess probably beat it already. Uh, but I do know that it was made by the people that made Torchlight, and I do know that this game has been, woof, uh, notorious at this point for performance issues, which I hope I don't run into, but I've heard that this game tends to crash a lot. A lot, a lot. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me, but we'll see. I don't know anything about this game. I know it's like an open worldy, explory, puzzly type of adventure-y type of thing. I don't know anything else than that, so we're gonna look at the help menu real quick and say like, I can warp glove, I can run, I have a shield, a grapple glove, and I can climb and roll and stuff like that. And I assume I'm going to eventually get a tutorial that's gonna be like press A to jump up onto the wall. Eh? Eh? Alrighty, so I guess the plot of this game is that Bastion from Overwatch comes in to let you out of jail, and your Little Red Riding Hood, who went into jail, what for stealing your mom's porridge or whatever, and I am already lost. Okay, cool. Let's do what I always have to do when I play a new game, which is turn it down dramatically because I can never tell how loud a game is going to be ever. But that should be a little bit better. I don't know. Let's go outside and say hi to that dodo. There we go. This, okay, camera is a little bit on the wonky side. You know, I'm kind of used to having a little bit more camera control for a third-person game, but, that's okay. I can work with this. It just, maybe I'm kind of being a little harsh on that specific area because it's a fixed camera and you're just supposed to walk outside, but I'm like, no, I want to break the game, and then I did a good job of it. Cool, so I'm just gonna just try out my abilities real quick. I cannot punch yet, I cannot X yet, whatever that ability was. I can jump, and then I can roll like such. So this is a Dark Souls clone. I kind of wish that this game had a good old-fashioned Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time sound effect to go along with, like the hut, every time I rolled somewhere. Let's see what happens if I interact with this gazelle rabbit dodo. Deer. A female deer. Well, nothing. Okay, I can't really interact with it yet anyway. I have no glove powers, I can run, so I do know how to do that at least. Great, the second thing any human being learns how to do after walking is running, so I'm glad I still have that going for me. Even though you could probably argue that I'm not a human being. Hello, Bastion from Overwatch. I'm going to explore a little bit before I go to you and be like, please, sir, can you take me to the rest of the plot? I would like to. I don't know. Yeah, you get it. But I found some stairs over here, and I'm always about that road less traveled, because I read poetry. And, oh look, it's a little baby, dandelion. Oh, it's got a hops for a tail, and it hops around. So it's a little running beer rabbit. Beautiful. Okay, if I come over here and I press X, I get... Okay, I'm just spamming pressing X over and over again. Okay, I'm not strong enough yet. I need to practice grabbing things from Venus flytraps. And, you know, I'll start out by just, like, doing safer things, like, I don't know, opening up books or whatever. And then someday, Someday I hope to be good enough at opening things to open up the Venus flytrap. Anything over here? Tree. Can I jump onto the tree? No. Okay. So there's a little bit of weirdness going on with the way that the character moves, insofar as if I stand on things that the game doesn't want me to stand on, it will like pretty forcibly eject you from those surfaces, which I don't really like at all, but I'm not gonna harsh on it too much. But that's kind of a weird thing to experience for me. I've talked about this before. I like, if you're gonna give me controls to do things, I like to have that be real, legitimate control here. Okay, so off in the distance we see some forests. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to be looking at. There's a bunch of purple moss slug goop everywhere. And I assume that I'm going to go over there and I'm going to get like a Luigi's Mansion-esque vacuum cleaner and just suck all that stuff out of the forest. And then all the forest creatures are going to love me for forever. Cool. Well, I have guessed the plot 100% accurately at this point, so if I end up being wrong, then I will ignore all evidence that makes me wrong. Yeah, that's a ticket. Okay, I guess I've explored everything here, so let's talk to Bastion. Bastion telling me to go over into the pod. Alright. Alright. What is he doing? What's the point of the pod then? He didn't need me to do anything. He told me to just stand over by this thing, and then he just went and unlocked this door. Nothing I do can really have me interact with it. Like if I press X, which is the button that he used to fail at opening up the Venus flytrap, that doesn't do anything for me. This doesn't do anything for me. Okay, well, whatever. I guess I will. Yeah, nothing hidden back over in this area. Eh, whatever. Let's just go ahead and follow through the things over here. That is a checkpoint. Oh, okay. It kind of looks like something that I was supposed to interact with, but I guess having it be one of those artsy-fartsy narrative-y games that's like, oh, I tell stories without using words, then, yeah, of course, that looks checkpointy enough. I kind of wish that it would... Well, bye. Aha, it is a checkpoint. It apparently is a cloning chamber. Very nice. Or perhaps a broning chamber. Anyway, because I'm not interested in just doing that once, I'm gonna see if the ground has any sort of clipping associated with it. It does not. Well, maybe. Hang on. This is gonna probably piss people off, which means I'm gonna do it harder. But what I'm gonna attempt to do is I'm gonna try to throw my lifeless body onto those columnar jointings down there. See if I can land. Well, yeah, I'll take that as a win. Cool. Let's rock and roll with actually continuing through the game then. Lord knows, when I see a thread, I gots to pull it. Well, hello. He's a lumberjack, and he's okay. And he used to be here, but then he walked away. It's probably because I... Ow, 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 ow. What? What? I did. Do I have it too quiet now? I can turn it up. It's just the game volume. This is one of those games where the volume is very spiky. So people want to hear the screams of me as I fall off the cliff, and I kind of want to hear it too. So I don't hear any Doom-esque screams, and in fact the other sound effects are, as far as I can tell, quite loud. So I don't think that there are any. I don't think there are any like "Arr!" or anything like that when you fall off the cliff. Maybe they got patched out for being too annoying. Ah, a shame. Why must I play the fixed version of the games? Why can't I play the versions that make everyone mad? Oh, this is the curse of playing a game slightly after its release. Okay, so this is probably going to open up into something, but for now, well, we'll go over here and see what he is doing. So, I have a question. Is he playing the game or am I playing the game? Because right now, seems like he's busy sassing and I'm busy frassing. And I see all these elements of puzzle, but they're not building up into anything that I can actually, you know, poke. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't want to go through all this purple sluggy bugs anyway. Ah, yes, I was correct to point out very astutely that the game was telling me to look at the purple snail trails from earlier when I was looking through that window. That's what they call foreshadowing. Usually you don't really need to foreshadow stuff that happens 25 seconds later, but hey, whatever, game. I'll give you that sort of narrative pointage. So, this looks like a dog that's permanently running around with, like, an itchy butt. It looked like it was, like, running around, like, rubbing its butt on the ground. But, yep. Oh, poor thing. Well, hopefully sometime in the future somebody invents toilet paper for you. Oh, I remember these things from Half-Life. Yeah, these things were cool in Half-Life. They listen to you via sound and then try to smash you. Okay, if I jump, I'll die, but I see a button over there, which if I press it, I assume will let me live. That's not a button. That's just a fancy little pedestal on the ground. That's okay. All this stuff probably won't hurt me. Ow! Oh, okay, it does hurt me. And the other thing that I can do, if I go back over here, is I can drop down over here, and then explore over here. So I'm gonna do that. We are in a circle. There was nothing. I had no reason to come over here. In fact, this was a terrible idea. Oh well. What happens if I try to climb up on this stuff? There is a climbing mechanic in this game that I don't quite think I understand yet. Well, whatever. I'm gonna use the sprint feature in this game. This is an advanced game with 2 whole modes of movement here. Fast and slightly faster. In fact, I wonder if there's ever any reason for me not to be sprinting. So I'm just gonna hold down the perma-sprint button, and that's how we're gonna deal with this. Okay, cool. What is over here? This looks like progress. It is progress. I found a checkpoint. Huh. Alright. Anything off in this area? Ow, ow! This game is kind of... It's kind of weird when it comes to things that can hurt you. You don't get iframes when you get hurt. So, it just is up to... These aren't even sharp, too. Look at this stuff. It looks like it's growing purple candy corn. Or those weird monsters from Day of the Tentacle. Okay, I'm getting the hint, game. I need to climb up on things. What with the fact that I saw not 1, but 2 things jumping around and climbing up on things to tell me that this is what I should be doing. So let's do it. I will give it some credit though. At least at least they are embracing the whole like open world narrative thing and not using too much tutorial and just using visuals and like clues. Like, yeah, instead of showing the player like, hey, there's a little beacon, you gotta run towards it by climbing up the stuff, they just show like a little squirrely thing doing it, and you're like, yep, I can figure it out from here. And then I feel smart, because I am smart. What is this thing? Hi. thought it smelled bad on the outside. Ow! Oh. That was neat. Oh, yeah. Well, the only things I can think to say are the most banal commentary you could possibly imagine. Which is to say, the only thing I want to say right now is, but they chopped off his arm! And then the credits are playing Nathan's. Oh, there we go. So, that's all I got for me right now. Sorry about that. Hey, that's kind of a cool, that was very unexpected. So that was actually pretty cool. Did I see my severed arm laying there? Yeah, I saw my severed arm laying there. And now I get a cool robot arm, so I get to live out a fantasy I've had literally since I was 7. I always thought, like, if I had a robot arm, what would I do with it? And what I would do with it would be extendo glove for punching people at a range. That way you have the best of both worlds, right? You can win at melee and at ranged combat. Nobody can ever defeat you. You're like a stick. I find it very interesting that the kid can move as easily as he can with a gigantic poncho glove. And I assume that having this poncho glove will allow me to do all the things that the other, like, buff strongman was able to do. Like, move things, or pick things up. Or open up the Venus flytrap. That's what I want in life. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. All this is cool. We have priorities here, which is we're gonna open up that plant. Sorry, squirrels. Sorry, rabbit, walrus things, whatever you are. I have to open up a plant and look inside of it. Sorry for people that were expecting me to actually follow through with, like, the point of this game. I have I'm a man with a mission right now, and that mission is to use my punch glove for things that it was not really actually needed for. Damn it all. Damn it all. Well, we'll progress with this game next time. Thanks for watching.